Hey YouTube, Willie Make It here. I'm talking about pellets today again, and if anybody's interested, probably two of you will watch this. Anyways, I have got a little bit of a sickness for buying pellets, as you can see. I've got quite a few flavors here now, and anyways, I just like experimenting, you know, and so and I do have a couple of things that I enjoy more so than others. All right, so I'll start out with the Traeger pellets here. These are the Traeger Reserves, oak, cherry, and apple. They're about a 1/4 inch pellet, 1/4 inch diameter, and they break apart pretty easy, which is good. And the lengths, I don't really find anything maybe longer than this guy here. You know, they're not big long pellets. Some places have long ones. And anyways, though, they're a good pellet. They're just not my favorite, partially because of the price, and to be honest with you, I think I get stronger flavor out of a couple other brands I'll mention later. These are B&B cherry pellets, also a 1/4 inch pellet. This is a oak cherry blend, and I don't remember what the actual blend was, if it's 60 oak, 40 cherry, or the other way around, or if I'm not even sure it was on the bag. There's a couple of these companies I called trying to get out of them what their actual blend was, including Traeger, and I never get any answers back. But anyways, the B&B cherries I've not used yet, but I have used their 100% oak, and found that wasn't bad. I used it mostly on beef. Here I have Cuisinart maple bourbon, which is supposedly bourbon barrels and maple wood. And now this is also a 1/4 inch pellet. They break apart nicely. They're pretty pale looking, and I'm wondering how much of those bourbon barrels are actually in here. I have not smoked with these yet. So these two here, maple bourbon and the B&B cherry, I've not actually used yet. Now, the Cuisinart ones were also, I think they were around 14 to 16 bucks at Walmart when I bought them. And that was I was surprised that Walmart had pellets at that time. So anyways, this right here is Bear Mountain Gourmet Blend. It's a 4-wood pellet mix. It's oak, maple, cherry, and hickory. And it's actually a very good tasting smoke, I think, and it's good smelling smoke. And one thing I want to show you on these, for one, is just look at how dark those are compared to these other ones. These are the maple bourbons, and here's the Traeger Reserves. You can see there's definitely a difference in how dark they are. And anyhow, they're also broken up really nice. These are nice small pellets. They feed super well, and that's something I really like about them. That might be why I got such a great flavor out of them, is because there is no log jamming. You've always got it's a real consistent feed. And but anyways, I got these puppies for like $6 or $7 for each bag. I bought 2 bags of them. I burned through one now, and I got them at Rural King for that price. Now, if you look on their website, the gourmet blend on the website says about 17 or 18 bucks. And but like I said, I got them for less than 10 at Rural King. It was amazing. And I have seen them one other time at Rural King since then, and for about that same price. Now, here's one of my go-to pellet companies is Lumberjack. I love Lumberjack pellets. I believe they're out of Wisconsin. And but anyways, these are 100% hickory. I have used these before, and they impart a pretty good flavor. And they're 100% hickory, which I like. I don't really like blends. If I'm going to get a wood, generally, I mean, when I say blends, I mean like when they take a fruit wood and mix it with oak. It's okay, but I just prefer, if I'm going to use a fruit wood, I'd rather use 100%, fruit wood. But these puppies are broken up pretty nice, as you can see, and also the diameter is different. Everything I've shown you so far has been a 1/4 inch. Now I'll get it up next to that gourmet blend from Bear Mountain, and you can see the diameter difference. Really not any big deal. these smaller pellets, the smaller diameter may feed better, you know, or you may get, I don't know, maybe you get a little better volume in the in your hopper, you know. I don't know, it's just kind of speculation. But those are 3/16. Like I said, 100% hickory, and they come in at around 9 to 12 bucks a bag, depending where you buy them at. And that's getting them in the stores, by the way. I don't order any of this stuff online. So here's Lumberjack Apple Blend. I tried the Apple Blend out because I couldn't find the 100% apple, and it's all right, but I think 100% apple gives you a better, you know, apple wood flavor than a blended wood. They say they blend them 40-60, which would be like 40 apple, 60 oak, I believe, if I remember right. And that blend, the oak is supposed to bring your heat, your fire heat, and the apple is supposed to impart the flavor. Personally, I'd rather have the 100% apple myself, and Lumberjack does offer that. They offer 100% apple also, and I just think it's a better flavor overall than mixing it with oak. And I don't know, I kind of wonder if that's just not a way to, you know, cheapen it up a little bit for production purposes. So anyways, this next one over, also a Lumberjack pellet. I haven't got it labeled yet because I just got them today. 100% cherry Lumberjack. Now I did a pulled pork, or actually I did 2 pulled porks in my Traeger Silverton that I bought at Costco. And those pulled porks were fantastic. It was like one of the smokiest, best pulled porks I've ever done. I mean, it had a smoke ring in it. It was incredible. Now these are, if you notice, they're a little bit longer, some of them. Every now and then you get them like that, but they do break up nice. Like I said, I prefer them to be broken up nicely so you don't get log jams. You know, you get a better feed that way. But these cherry pellets they're very good from Lumberjack. Now these next ones, look at the difference in the darkness on these versus, you know, I mean, that's the cherry ones are a little bit darker than a couple of these others. But if you take them over here to, you can see a darkness difference there against the hickory and against the Traeger Reserve pellets. You know, it's but anyways, this is 100% plum wood, and from Naughty Wood Barbecue Company. And I'd never heard of them before. I found these at Sportsman's Warehouse the other day, and they were about 20 bucks for a bag, so it's a little pricier. But I wanted to try them out. It says they, according to some of the smoking websites I've seen, it says it pairs well with pork and chicken and so on, just like any other fruit would. Now these are a bit stiff. So some of these longer ones here, I may have some log jam issues on these. I don't know. But they're definitely stiffer than a lot of these other pellets. But I am excited to try them. I hope they feed well enough. I want to do a pulled pork with them. I love pulled pork. I want to do that. I am going to do this weekend. I don't know if I'll get the pork done this weekend or not, but the next box up here, you can see these are pretty pale. Well, these are Cabela's brand bourbon brown sugars, and there is nothing on the bag stating what kind of wood it is. It just says hardwood. So that bothers me a little bit, but I thought, you know, if Cabela's is willing to put their name on it, they're probably not too bad. And I believe that Lumberjack makes these also. I think they're 3/16 of an inch, and they're broken up pretty nicely. They are quite pale. Here's a, oh, nope, that wasn't a long one. Anyways, they're quite pale, which makes me wonder what's actually in these. And I'm probably going to try to call Cabela's and see if I can find out. But anyways, they are made in the USA, which is good. But most of these pellets are. I don't think I've ever seen a bag that wasn't. So these Cabela's ones, I'm going to speculate here. I'm going to say they're hickory and oak barrel, because I doubt that this is 100% oak barrel pellets. And I've never had a scent off any of these either. Yeah, they just smell like sawdust to me. But so we'll see how they do. I'm gonna do a rack of ribs with those on Saturday. And but anyways, that's the long and short of it, guys. I've Oh yeah, I forgot prices on the Cabela's. Price on the Cabela's was $10 a bag, and that was at the Cabela's store in Indianapolis. So $10 for Cabela's, 20 for the Naughty Wood Plum. Probably about $9 to $12 depending where you buy them for any of the lumberjacks. The Bear Mountains were around, well, like I said, they were around $6 or $7. They were dirt cheap, and they're a great pellet. I was surprised. And then the Cuisinarts, I think, were around 15-ish, 12 or so for the B&Bs, and then about, you know, I think I paid probably around 19 for the Traegers, but I've seen them from about 17 to 19, 20 bucks. And all these containers, by the way, a 20-pound bag will fit in a 15-quart container, barely. So I started buying 20-quart, or somewhere between 15 and 20-quart containers to hold on to these. So you can see some of them are right up to the top. Those are the 15s. And, but yeah, otherwise they, you know, anything between 15 and 20 fits pretty well. I will put a real short video up about the cook on Saturday for the ribs, and let you guys know how that came out with the Cabela's pellets. I'll be using a Meat Church recipe, and I'm going to use the Meat Church honey hog seasoning on it. And I guess, well, that'll about do it for now, you guys. Thanks for watching, and keep on cooking.